Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It is not so bright and early anymore. It's 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Yes, I'm not quite as cleaned up as usual for this. I apologize for the way I'm dressed and my appearance. I am in the middle of multitasking. Let's just call it that. Editing one of my videos. I was in the middle of painting. I didn't even have time to wash my hands. And I just got back from a walk, and a couple of things happened on the walk, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this because they're really small. I wouldn't call them insignificant things, but one of them is a a conclusion of a former video. So I figured I should just sit down, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to put advertising on this one. I just want to update you. All right, so I think it was about two weeks ago, maybe not even, about 10 days ago, I made a video. I go on a walk here every morning, and I usually would go past a homeless man that was pushing a small stand-up shopping cart, and he'd go through the garbage. He's about my age, a black man, graying hair, probably my age, a little older. And he's very well spoken, and we'd say hi to each other, maybe chat, small talks, talk about the weather. We'd always see each other going in opposite directions in the morning. We've been doing this for probably at least a year, and I believe that he comes out of a church where it's a shelter for the homeless people here. And at 6:30, he'd usually come out, and I'd walk past him on my usual morning route. And I did a video talking about how he was at a different place that I never saw him on the walk before, a different location. And as I walked up to him, I could have swore that he said, "I've been waiting for you." And I'm not sure if he said that. And I just did a video. I talked about how he approached me, and he was wondering if I could help him out at all. If I could help him, as in for driving. He's a DJ, and he's into marketing music. He was very forward, and it was a little odd, just somebody out of the blue coming up to me and asking me, "Hey, can you help me out? Can you, what kind of music are you interested in? Could you help me with rides and stuff like that?" He asked me about if I had storage space. I assume for his records. He asked me if I had a turntable. And being a recovering addict and working my way back, having absolutely nothing, starting at absolutely rock bottom and working my way back up into making art and selling my art and actually doing pretty good now. I was very impressed because this guy had a goal. I mean, the way he approached me was very outgoing, but I couldn't discredit him for that because he had a goal and he was doing what he could to achieve that goal. So I did this video about 10 days ago. A few people asked me, "Why did you have to say that he was black? Why did you do this video?" And like I said, it's because, and I think that the name of the video is wanting to pay it forward too, which kind of explains the whole thing. Okay, so that's that. I think that covers it. If you've watched the video, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I wasn't sure what I was going to say to him because I usually see him every day, or sometimes I don't see him for a few days. And I wasn't sure what I was going to say to him because driving him is out of the question. I'm still working my way. I am so busy, I don't even have time for my own projects, for my own family. I was taken to task by my own mother yesterday because I hadn't seen her in a while because I went camping and everything, and I had to make sure I made time in my day for my own mom and stuff. So I really don't have time. But I'm definitely willing to help him out in other ways. Like I told him I had a YouTube channel. And if I could help him set up his own YouTube channel or give him a leg up in things that I have experience in. I was trying to think of anything with art. Sometimes there's music at art events, at art auctions and stuff like that. Something that would benefit both of us, really, a mutually beneficial thing, and something that I know about that I could help him. But driving him around and some of this other stuff is just out of the question. But I don't fault him for asking me. Okay, so I wasn't sure what I was going to say when I ran into him again. And to be honest with you guys, I've been leaving a little earlier than usual because until I was figured out how I was going to tell him this, that I don't have time, kind of shoot him down, but say, "Look, I'm thinking about it." Oh, and he asked for my phone number too, which there's no way I'm giving him my phone number. I don't give some of my relatives my phone number, let alone this person, and because I don't know this man. I don't know if he seems all together and everything, but I've been in detoxes and other mental health wards in my recovery, and sometimes you can't tell when people have like bipolar problems and stuff like that. And so I've learned to be a little cautious, as to letting people too close into my life. Okay, then I went camping this last weekend, so I didn't go on my walk for 4 or 5 days. All right, so I had a feeling that that I'd see him soon. And I was walking this morning, and right at the beginning of my walk, where I had never seen him before, he was sitting down. I was sitting with his carriage on the side of the road, and I believe he was waiting for me. I had never seen him in this area before, so I didn't even know it was him. I look up, and he was only 10 feet away. It didn't give me time at all to figure out how I was going to handle this. I've always been friendly. We've always had a friendly rapport, but this morning it really struck me the wrong way. The memory of him, somebody hunting me down. That's what I feel like. Somebody planning to run into me at a specific location. It bothers me. It's not something I'm comfortable with. And I thought he did that before, and now I'm sure of it this morning. So this morning I was very short and very curt with him. I just walked right by him. I said good morning, and he was like, he didn't even have time to say anything about anything. I just walked by him, and I probably didn't have a too happy look on my face. It's just something I picked up. I feel like I'm being manipulated. It's not cool that somebody figures out in their head where I'm going to be at a specific time and then plans to meet me at that location without my consent or anything like that. That just kind of put an end to all that. So, that's the way I handled it this morning. That's the update on that. So I think it's going to be a quick ending to all that. I would have helped him. In the future, I would have done what I could to give him some direction or give him some tips or anything I could do to help him with his marketing and music and his DJ stuff. But now he's pushed it a little too far, and I didn't feel comfortable with him hunting me down this morning at all. I'm pretty damn sure that's what he did, and that's a deal breaker for me. So the relationship, as far as I'm concerned, has been null and void, has been voided, unfortunately. And so that's the way I have to handle it, because I'm not going to allow myself to be manipulated, and that's just how I felt this morning. Okay, here's the second thing. Do any of you have video cameras, security cameras on your home? There's a house on a corner where I walk, and I've seen the police there one morning. They were having some kind of altercation or something with people, the neighbors or something. And I get the feeling that they have issues with people on their property. There's a stone wall, and there's a fence on top of the short stone wall, and then a fence on top of it. And it's right on the corner, and there's a sidewalk, and it's a heavily traveled corner. And over the last 6 months, I've seen them put up signs. Don't sit on the side, don't sit on the wall, don't walk on the wall. I don't even know where they get these signs because they're printed up. Curb your dog. That one I can understand. Then there's another one that says no peeing. It doesn't say anything about a dog. So I don't know what's really going on here, right? So it seems like they have a lot of problems with people walking on this corner. Now, over the last couple of days, I saw a sign pop up saying you are being recorded. It's a warning, and I saw a couple signs pop up. Now there's 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 video cameras all over the property pointing at the sidewalk, and now there's signs informing people that they're being filmed. And now today there's actually audio recordings that are motion censored. So as I walk by, it says you are being video recorded, and I don't know what else it said, as I was walking by. And then I went around the corner and walked in, and then it said it again as I turned the corner and walked down the other side of the property. And it's another thing that really, I think it was overkill. This is my point. I think by them doing this and making such an issue out of telling people they're being video cameraed and the audio and all the video cameras, I think it's going to antagonize people into, this is just a thought, it's never right to do anything to anybody's property. It's always, the best thing to respect people's wishes. If they don't want their property walked on or whatever, I agree with that. But I get it. I get the feeling, because that's even how I felt this morning walking by with, people, the signs. and then this recorded audio recording telling me I'm being recorded and stuff like that, it kind of gets on your nerves. It's kind of, I think it goes over the top where it might actually start going against what they're trying to do. You know, if there's kids or something like that's causing a problem, I just get the feeling that all this, the audio recordings, the signs, the cameras, it's just going to be a challenge for some people. And then other people like me, it's just kind of annoying. It's an annoying, you know, that I'm being filmed along with everybody else. I'm usually not bothered by being filmed, but it's just something I wanted to get you guys' opinion. I don't know if any of you have security cameras on your property, but do you think that's overkill? You know, by putting audio, so the motion sensor senses and you're being informed by audio recordings that you're being filmed. I think that was the one that pushed it over the top. That, you know, some recording is telling you as you pass by or walk your dog that you're being recorded. And then the signs and multiple cameras all pointed obviously in all different directions. You know, I think it goes against what they're trying to do. I guess that's my point. I want to know what you guys think about that. All right, it's not one of my regular videos, but I just wanted to tie up the loose ends on the homeless person and me trying to give him, trying to pay it forward. And I want your opinions on this motion sensor, this security camera thing. All right, and I will be back with another video this afternoon. Have a great Wednesday.